From street corners to the world stage, breaking, better known as breakdance, is now an Olympic sport.
Breaking is a lot more than a sport, it's a culture, it's an art form.
And an activity that is quickly boosting its global footprint.
I never doubt of breaking being a major success. This would change something in the breaking history.
I've come to Paris to meet Mounir Biba, who played a key role in breaking's Olympic inclusion.
Hello, Mounir, nice to meet you.
He's also a 13-time breaking world champion and head coach of the Chinese breaking team.
My crewmates always called me like supermarket, in a sense that I was almost able to do everything. Because I love everything in breaking. I love power moves, I love footwork, I love tricks. I love every aspect of breaking.
In 2012, Mounir took home the biggest prize of Red Bull BC1, one of the world's most prestigious breaking competitions.
Mounir, the world champion of the Red Bull BC1!
But his first encounter with the activity was purely by chance.
I was like 13 years old, I was playing soccer. My plan in my mind was to become a professional soccer player. Then suddenly, autumn 1997, they proposed a hip-hop class. It was not even a breaking class, and I fell in love.
He soon got a first taste of breaking. But the road to being a champion, it's certainly not easy.
I started to practice 6 hours a day, 7 days a week, like every day, all day, since I was like 16, 17 years old. There were plenty of those times when I started to doubt or get tired because it's a lot of effort. You need a strong vision, you need to stick with it and keep working hard every day.
He also owes his success to the help from people surrounding him.
This is you.
Yeah. The team spirit, the crew spirit for me is really, really important,
Definitely.
Yeah, I think it's the collective that push the individual.
Breaking was born in New York's Bronx district in the 1970s. At that time, street rivals tried to avoid gun violence and solve disputes by breakdance. Half a century later, the dance is embraced in every corner of the world. But the craze entered China relatively late.
China only started 15 years ago and less than 10 years ago to really blow up, so that's still very young.
To help establish and train its national team, China was eager to find someone with plenty of experience.
Why did you decide to accept the offer to become the head coach of the Chinese team?
When China came to me, I know the ambition of China. Chinese ambition, is to be the best, to be number one, to stay number one. So my ambition match. I know I have great athletes, full potential, with a lack of experience and knowledge. That's what I'm willing to share with them, I want them to start where I start.
From physical training
Yes.
to mental preparation, the young Chinese team members have quickly made progress with the guidance from their head coach.
To be the best, you have to be with the best and you have to beat the best.
These young breakers have made a name for themselves on the international stage, including the Hangzhou Asian Games in 2023, when Chinese b-girl Liu Qingyi claimed the historic first ever women's gold medal in breaking.
She's definitely the best in the world with the biggest potential. But like I always say, even the best has to prove it, even the best has to show it. She's only focused on her goal, which is progressing. She understands her potential, but she also understands her weaknesses. And that's what makes the difference between good and great.
And soon, the Chinese team will make their move to Paris, aiming to win the first ever Olympic breaking medals.
So what expectations do you have for the team?
Well, I have for the team the same expectation that I always have for myself, is to win, is to represent the country, is to be proud of ourselves, is to prepare ourselves the best way possible. We have made tremendous progression and result the last year and a half. So now we can really visualize that competition and say, yes, we can do it.
When China and France are competing in the Paris Olympics, which side would you support?
Well, it's a tough question. So for me, it's not about country, it's about people. I'm the head coach of Team China. I love my team. I love my athletes, my dancers. So I'm here to win with Team China.
As China and France celebrate 60 years of diplomatic ties, Mounir thinks breaking can act as a bridge to connect two cultures.
It's a universal language that requires the same characteristic, being creative, being yourself. I'm learning through you, you're learning through me. That's why this exchange is what makes breaking so unique.
As a breakdancing legend, Mounir is keen to pass on his passion to the Chinese team and present to the world a new fusion of styles and stories.
Breaking is one of the tools that can really help China and France to continue growing together. We have so much to share each other. It's about history, it's about how we see things. Because we are together, we grow.